You are listening to a Daydreamers podcast, and we are the Daydreamers. I am Erin.
I am K'Shana.
And a Daydreamers podcast is a reminder to do what makes you happy.
Yay! The thing I actually wanted to kind of talk about a little bit, it was, again, y'all know I be on TikTok for real. And y'all, hey, if you listen to this, go follow me on TikTok because
your girl is almost to 1,000.
I just need, I don't have that many people, and it's not about that. It's just the fact that I want to be able to go live. So when we record, at least I will be able to go be live on a platform.
TikTok.
Yeah, we can be live on TikTok until we get. I know if you're listening, you already follow the podcast TikTok, right? Because y'all like that and y'all supportive, and that's why we love y'all. Because we know. Look at. We know you're already doing it because we've asked multiple times during every episode, right?
And so you did it right?
Yes,
right?
They totally did it already.
Did it.
So, but what they didn't do possibly is go and follow my page.
Personal
as
page.
Well, yes, KHD Studios, as well as I mean, not your, because you don't post. What's Zipporah's? Zippy Loves Ragnar.
Ragnar and Zipporah's TikTok is Zippy Loves Ragnar. ZIPPYLOVESRAGNAR. Follow that.
Follow that one. Don't follow Erin's other one.
My personal one is
just follow that one
for whenever I feel like posting something and don't want to put it up. I don't really.
She ain't posting shit on there.
I'm here for the pod. I'm here for my kids.
But Zipporah's though.
Zipporah and Ragnar's.
Theirs. It'd be lit. So again on TikTok, so somebody posted something and was like, they realized that one of their friends, they didn't mean as much to their friend as they thought they did, because she looked up and they had gotten married and she was not invited to the wedding.
When did they get married?
They got married, and she was like, I looked up, and the only reason I knew they got married was because they posted the proof pictures on social media. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I invited them to my birthday dinner, and I just had to invite them because apparently we don't hold the same space in each other's lives. Okay. She was like, this is not the first time this has happened where I'm friends with people and they mean more to me than I do to them.
Okay.
What's your opinion?
I have a lot of questions and a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
But I was gonna let you finish before I just jumped in.
That was pretty much
okay.
Let me see.
So while you're getting it together.
I got
my question is, when did they get married? Because we're still in a pandemic. People just don't care no more.
It was from what I got, it was people there and everything.
Okay, so this wasn't true COVID times, 2020.
This is recent. This is recent.
So okay, all right. Because I was going to say it might be a COVID thing. Okay,
it was something that just happened.
Then my question is was it destination? And then my question, there's so many things.
The thing is she also said not just about them not inviting her. She didn't know it was happening, but y'all friends.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. I don't think I worded it right.
Okay. Well, that makes sense because if it's I wasn't invited, I mean, my mentor, my friend, my old boss is getting married, and he told me and Larry, and he was talking about it or whatever, and Larry had made a comment, just joking, oh, tell me what, I need to wear or something like that. And I was like, well, we don't even know if we're invited. And Herb was like, oh, I didn't mean to say his name, but he was like, he'll be fine. He's fine. I'm not going to believe it. He'll be fine. But my old boss was like, oh yeah, y'all invited Erin. And I was like, well, I'm I figured I would be, but when you get to planning these weddings, and it's so much to it, and that stuff costs money.
Here it is, but you don't not tell.
You don't not tell
if they're your actual friend,
right? You don't not tell, but I mean, when you get to making that guest list, and depending on where you are, and if you're having dinner versus a lunch, the money of the how much the food costs is different. You have to go through that list, and basically by the end of the hours, when we had that last cut of people from our invitation list, we really sat down and was like, okay, who do we really fuck with?
I know. I had a wedding too. I know
in
a
a
tiny
venue.
In a tiny venue.
Some people don't think that. I remember
Oh yeah, feelings
It
get
was
hurt.
one of Larry's friend's younger sister. I saw this little sister one time, and she was like, "I thought I would have been invited to y'all wedding, this, and that." And I was like, "Okay." A couple years later, she gets married. Me and Larry went on that invitation list, and wasn't no problem with that. But because you have this hierarchy, you got to consider your partner's family, close friends, and this, and that. Like eventually, Larry got put on it because somebody didn't come or got canceled, something like that. So then he got put on. But like it was just funny. Like when we did it, like we hearing all this different stuff. But
like,
when the other
cool
people
when
are
they
getting married, it's like, oh, well, now you understand or whatever. And I mean, I would never bring this up to that particular person or whatever because it's not that serious to me. But it was just like we ain't tripping because we had an expensive wedding.
But the thing about it is like people will get upset. I had people get upset that wasn't coming anyway. And I'm like, well, that's why you
Some
didn't
people just want an invitation.
You just want an invitation. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I learned, whatever. But I found it. So I'm going to play it.
Okay.
And hopefully the audio will.
I can tell you how hurtful it is when you think you're close to someone and then apparently you're not. Someone that I thought I was very close to got married last weekend. I was not invited. I didn't even know when the wedding was. I only found out because he posted a preview to the wedding pictures. I invited him to my birthday dinner in a few weeks. And then I uninvited him because clearly we're not that close. I realized pretty recently that I am not nearly as close to people that I consider my close friends as I think I am, or thought I was. Nobody asks me to do anything. I don't hear from anybody almost ever. I'm very disappointed that this is who I am as an adult. I'm still the same.
So I think it's layered because she says she doesn't hear from people either. So she's like the main person reaching out, and then you look up and then this also happens. And so you don't hold the space
that you thought
in that person's life that they hold in yours.
Okay. I understand that. I get what she's saying, but then in some cases I kind of want to be like, take a look at yourself. Like, did you put that level of friendship on the relationship? Was it even that to begin with? And did you put that on there? You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes sometimes you do that, but sometimes you don't. And sometimes, sometimes if people are your friends and they claim to be your friend, like y'all both claim that, I think sometimes people have, in the same way with relationships, y'all have different definitions of what that relationship should look like as friends.
And also like recognize like, you have different circle of friends. I got the book club friends. I got my gym friends. I got my, sure, we're only friends when we're in class.
But that's not a friend. That's an associate.
Yeah, but I mean like,
that's not a friend though.
It's not.
This
but
is somebody that she
like,
considers a actual friend. This is not like just people you know and you see. Like gym or work. No, we ain't never friends at work. We work together.
Oh, first of all, I have friends at work. Not at this place, other than you. But
and know how you think you have friends at work. Leave that job.
Oh, I'm still cool with some of the people.
All of them wouldn't. Well, I mean,
no, but the ones that I say were my friends, I'm still like, we don't talk every day, but like we still cool. Like we still cool. I would still call that person my friend. Like I was still
like, you can be. It's kind of like school and stuff, and like work in school where you were put in situations with people, or you have so many classes with people or whatever. That doesn't make them your friend. That just means y'all see each other all the time and y'all cool. You can be cool with somebody without being a friend. Yeah, that's not a friend. Like just because y'all like see each other all the time and y'all talk, and y'all might even talk outside of whatever that environment is that y'all are in frequently a lot together from time to time. But if that environment is you have to, I guess this is kind of the test for it, once that environment is removed, are y'all still, and then communication is not friendship, that's just simply communication.
Oh yeah.
And then when you're talking, are you still talking about that job or that class or whatever that y'all no longer have, or that one of y'all are no longer at? And eventually it fizzles because that's all y'all really had to talk about. That's what y'all had. That was the bond, the situation, or the environment.
And I'm thinking about the people that I have a relationship from past jobs. Like, we don't talk every day.
It can grow from
that.
Like
we talk every day because
that's
we were at work.
It is.
But like, we moved, we got married, we moved cross country, whatever. But like, if I call said persons, we will literally pick up where we left off at. And we ain't talking about what the old job we had. Now, we may reminisce. When I was at the bank, I will reminisce on some things and be like, girl, you remember this first? Or remember how we used to be when you went on vacation and I was mad at you because you had the nerve to be on vacation on the 1st and the 15th? You know, like that type of thing. But, yeah, I'm just thinking, like, those people, like, I have friendships. And one of my close friendships, my friend Monique, it's really based on distance. Our friendship is based on catching up because we didn't go to the same school. We saw each other at church every weekend. And then, like, we saw each other in college. We saw each other on breaks at church. We saw each other on the weekends when we go party and hang. You know what I'm saying? So, like, our friendship is based on not talking to each other on a regular basis.
That's like y'all's norm.
Yeah.
Is not so frequent communication. But this person,
but yeah,
I like the questions that you asked though, because I mean clearly we can't ask her because like we don't know her or whatever. But I think that is a good question because you know sometimes we put stuff on stuff and
on situations and
it
it's
be
like
more than what it is. But also sometimes people can allow us to believe certain things that they want us to believe.
What I was gonna say is you really see this in relationships.
Yeah, this
so-called
is
romance. Yeah,
and
but I mean,
listen,
like,
like,
but you really see it there when you're like, oh, I thought we was on this level, and the other person's like,
people will do that outside of romantic relationships.
They will.
Like, you ever like been in a situation, and again, everybody not you, and everybody not me, and they may not do things exactly the way that we do, but like a situation with a friend where they behaved differently than what you thought they would have for y'all's level of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
How did you handle that?
Let's see.
If you care to share with it, you don't have to share what it was.
Say the question. No, I don't mind having a problem share.
Was there like a time where you're friends with somebody and your expectation of them, of whatever the situation was, they behaved differently than what you thought they would for y'all's level of friendship that you thought y'all had? So I guess that's really what this was. You know, they behaved differently. She thought they was a different kind of friend, and they're just not.
I will say that I don't know if this qualifies. It's two things. It's two things. The first one is I have a friend. I met her through work. Work like I was 20 and I was working at a restaurant at home on summer break. Zipporah's back in the room, just letting y'all know if y'all haven't figured that out yet. And so we've been like really cool hanging out, this and that throughout the years. But like I got married and now sure enough we got married on Labor Day weekend. Everybody got plans, you know what I'm saying? But like she had her, like I think like her sister's birthday was around that time too. So it was a cruise or a trip they were going on for their sister. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I don't know, I just always came to her stuff. I'm not expecting her to cancel a trip you didn't already plan. You know, I don't expect that. But I guess what really got me was I don't know, Erin, I'm a see. You're not coming. Like, you're not coming. But then, like, I'm not the one that has parties all the time or get-togethers all the time. And she did, which was cool. And I came and I got to know her family and her friends and stuff like that, you know. But, like, after my wedding, I just took a step back. Like I said, I didn't expect her to cancel her trip for her sister's birthday and all all her friends, which are also her cousins and stuff. Like, I didn't expect her to cancel it, but I just I come to everything you do, and I don't have a lot of stuff, and so, and then also, like I said, I'm a see. Let me see. You're not gonna come. Like, I already know this, you know. But so that right there, and then like, I don't like it when people that are my friends, and like, I don't have a clique. I've only had a clique in high school. So, but I have individual friends and individual groups of friends. But like, I don't like it when somebody that's my friend introduces me to their clique of friends, but they have to explain me. Cause I don't
mean like, this Erin from church, or
no,
this,
like, you know what,
and
she kind of like this, or you know, she may like I'm different, and I may be different from you.
You are different. That's not negative.
But see, I always take it as negative. Like, why you gotta explain me? Like,
oh wait, like explain you like
well,
she not
really like us. You know what I'm saying? And like I will hang and talk to anybody. Some of my friends, some friends like I have individual friends.
I know what you're talking
you'll
about.
Be like,
oh,
you
know,
like,
K'Shana, she did. You know, she like,
she
yeah, because that's
like,
not. Yeah,
why
that's,
are you?
That's a
I
little,
just don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't feel like you need to explain me to your group of friends. Like, you know, y'all. I'm from Shreveport, and some people in this area consider that the city. It ain't to me, but it's the city for North Louisiana.
It's Ratchet City.
I ain't ratchet though.
I didn't say Erin was ratchet. I said Shreveport.
Shreveport is. It is. We've talked about that. But, but like, you know, you may be from this area and y'all may do like more like, I don't know, country things or whatever. But like, I'm cool with that. Like, I will take my proper talking self right on over there and go mud riding with y'all or sit in the backyard. But like, I'll do all that stuff. But like, I don't like having you. I don't like you explaining me. Because I feel, I don't know, I don't have any words around this feeling. I just don't like it. I don't appreciate that. And I'm like, I don't feel like you need to explain. Why are you explaining me? Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm chill. Like, I'm proper talking, but I mean, like, or whatever y'all say it is, you know, but I don't think I'm that different.
Is that stuff that happened when you were younger?
Younger? Now?
Now?
I mean, like, not now, like, right at this moment. But, I mean, it's happened in my adult life. It's happened. Like, I always kind of check and see. Like, my friend that made her, like, her and I may be vastly different. We may end up being friends because, like, my husband, your boyfriend, cool. So we met and then we became friends. Or it might be situations like that where we didn't meet in a common place. Mm-hmm. So we are kind of two opposites or whatever. You wouldn't put it in the same
but like
place.
you don't have to.
But it's
you could let people get to know people.
Yeah, but I was like, I will watch and see if it's somebody like that. Like I will kind of be like, let me just see how they handle introducing me to their circle of friends and family.
Have you ever had a friend like this? Is also something again TikTok like. I see my For You page. Like that girl, and this usually happens like when you're younger, either in high school or like young adulthood, that girl who started getting fucking weird when a dude get around that's mildly attractive and start trying to like embarrass you like low key.
Has that
like but on the slick?
I mean, I've had a friend take a boyfriend before when we were younger.
How you can't take
I mean, like if we all if this is the I'll tell you off when we get done.
No,
if we talking or whatever. I mean, like it was like 9th grade. It was high school.
Oh, yeah,
you know, it was high school. It wasn't nothing like that. But I mean, like, you know, it was high school things. But it's like, you know, we supposed to be friends. But like we all talking, hanging out, and I may leave, and then like y'all talking, hanging out, and then y'all talking, hanging out behind my back, and this and that. Next thing I know, y'all a couple, and it was like, what? Like you're my friend. That was the guy I was liking.
No, you're not. She was never your friend. That's okay. Hindsight, you know, like. I feel like I'm always talking about like the things that I have been bringing for the last couple of weeks are always something about friendship and how, you know, just value and stuff.
Well, right now you're probably focusing on the value of your relationships right now.
Like, I mean, I think that you should always focus on those things and make sure that you are being valued in any relationship. But that includes friendships. Mm-hmm. Like we let a lot of stuff slide when it comes to friendships that we do not in romantic relationships.
I feel like we let some things slide in romantic relationships that we wouldn't do in friendships.
You think so?
You always,
I guess it really depends on the person too.
You hear about it like me and you cool, and like my boyfriend may do something and I forgive him. But you do something, I'm just like, oh, I can't. You hear those type of stuff. I can't deal with her no more.
Some
you know
people
what I'm
are
saying?
like that. I guess because I don't know.
But I'm just saying that type of stuff may happen or whatever. You know, like it may not be extreme ratchet stuff that you see on social media, but on some levels that might have happened before. You know, but yeah, I feel like some things slide in romantic relationships real quick. Like how you gonna forgive him? But you just hard up mad at me. I've had conversations with my friends before like that.
You're right about it. You're
like,
right.
You really over here mad at me, and this over here just
doing however they do, moving how they move, and
cool,
being how they be. But I think we should always be doing like that, like just assessments and also self assessments. Like you ask that question, shit. She may have put that on. You have to be mindful of like in these friendships where you're thinking that maybe you don't hold the same space. Is it that you don't hold the same space? Or are you like putting certain people on a pedestal? Are you pedestalizing these people? You have to be mindful of that because who the fuck asked you to do that? That's your fault at that point.
I started looking at our friendship differently when I was like, when I realized you and I started talking before the pod, when you and I started talking every day, and especially when we started talking to each other at like 6 a.m. on Saturdays,
like aunties,
like some aunties. When we started doing that, and I was like
making tea and shit.
Right. I was like, is K'Shana, like, you were my friend, but I was like, is K'Shana my friend?
Like, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like, we're friends. But I'm like, is she my friend? And then I was like, I forgot at what point something else happened. And I was like, is she rolling into, like, the bestie categories? Like, with Monique and Sharice? And like, is she... Maybe not there yet, but she's coming in. Like, I forgot what it was.
It's levels. Yeah, and it's like, more than just one and two levels of friendships. And
but then,
especially in adulthood.
But you never really notice it. It just happens. And I think this is the first time I've noticed a friendship developing, you know? And so that's why I'm just like, are we friends? But then it's like... So I'm just like, okay, I think this is happening. This is happening. Okay. And like, now you're in my planner. I mean, for podcast reasons, but still, but like, I got Sharice's boy, her son's activities are in my family calendar. You're in my family calendar. Even though it's like podcast stuff, you're still in my family calendar. So I'm just like, wait a minute. Is she? Are we getting closer?
I think we are.
I think we are too.
I think we are. It's happened. It's happening.
It's happening.
But the thing, right? I think the thing with any kind of relationship, whether it's romantic or friendships, is communication and consistency.
Another reason why I said we were friends, because I was just not aware of how I was talking to you. And you called me one day and you were just like, I think we have a good respect. And I think I had other stuff going on, and I was constantly annoyed. And I used to be like, why is K'Shana asking me this? Like, I used to think like the stuff you were asking me, I'm like, why is she asking me this? Like, she already know the answer to this. Like, girl, if you don't put that in the group chat, like, why are you talking? You know, like, that was my mind frame. But you called me, and you was just like, I think we gotten cool enough, and we have a level of respect and this and that. And I was just like,
you got sometimes.
And I said to myself, because I could have been like, oh, whatever. But I was like, you know what? I like K'Shana. I like her in my life. And we have developed a good friendship. Let me check. I had that conversation with myself. I said, let me check myself. Because I don't want to lose her as a friend. So let me check myself.
You wouldn't have lost me. I would have just dealt with you different. That's all.
That's losing.
Let you.
But in a sense, that's losing. You dealing with me outside of like the friendship.
Not like in that way. But like, it's kind of like.
I'm one of them friends with the asterisks.
No, we don't do asterisks. Like,
you know, like, she cool, but sometimes she be acting a little funny.
You gotta have an asterisk.
That's just how they are sometimes.
If we could be like friends in that way, like if as far as like deviating from like if there's something where like a person is purposely doing stuff negatively toward me, like again on purpose, that's what I consider like an asterisk. Like when you were younger, like I was asking about like if a girl acted funny or whatever, that's an asterisk, and that means you're not my friend, right? But like people,
I'm sure that has happened. I just can't remember.
People in their like personality traits and stuff and their differences, I don't consider that an asterisk. That's just who they are, and I think that's okay too. Now if you just,
but like it was just during that time period, and I just was not aware. And I said that, I said, you know what? I get annoyed by things. And then we talked about it, so I get annoyed by things. And I said, and the things you were asking me, I felt like
you already answered.
We had already talked about it. So I was like, so why are you asking me this? I thought we had checked it. You know, but it was a conversation that needed to be had. But still, that could have been a turning point for us. And I said to myself, I like her in my life. And I don't want her out of my life. Like, we are really cool. She a cool chick. Let me check myself. And I said that in our conversation, like, you know what, this is coming out, and I need to check myself to make sure it don't come out in this way, and I need to direct this, whatever feelings or whatever's going on with me over here, X, Y, and Z, or whatever. But yeah.
How do you, because I'm not always the best communicator, no, I think I communicate well.
Yeah, you do.
Definitely better, because guess what?
Therapy.
I'm not gonna, 9 times out of 10, if there's like an issue or something, I'm not going to talk to you about it right then. Because what it is that I'm going to say is probably not going to be productive for either one of us or the relationship, whether that's friendship or romantic. I need a second. I have to process. And then I have to do just like what you just said. I have to self-assess, make sure, see what certain things are coming from. Because sometimes we having all kinds of feelings and they don't have anything to do with the person on the receiving end of whatever. Or they may have very well done something, but the feelings that we have behind them, again, really might not have nothing to do with them. You know,
see, that's a conversation I have with my husband.
Like, it could really be some other things, but you got to sit with yourself and actually pick apart, okay, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is it because, okay, when you was little, this happened and this bothers you because this?
Yeah.
Because is it that, or is it because they actually do something on purpose to try to hurt you? No, you know that's not true. Well, where is this coming from? Because you're, you know, upset, and this could be something like a simple mistake, or a misunderstanding, or a lack of communication, or something like that. Sometimes it is what the fuck it is, and you need
Like Larry's told me before, he'll be like, you have an attitude, and I'll be like, what are you talking about? But I'm like, and I'll have to go back and be like, well, what was going on at this time period? Was I stressed about household stuff? Was I stressed about work? Did I miss a couple days on my anxiety medicine? Like, I have to go back in, because I really ain't, in most cases, I'm not mad at you about something. I'm just pissed that I gotta come in here and clean the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And just whatever. And I'm like, and I'm putting that out on you, and I don't realize it.
Sometimes you have to and I have to do this too. Like, you have to look at I call it little Erin. So like little K'Shana and little Erin. Little Erin might need a nap, and that might be all it is. Girl. Little Erin might have not shat in 2 days.
You know what?
You know, little Erin might really just be thirsty. She might be hungry.
One time I acted up at the restaurant.
Start with your basic needs. Start with your basic needs, like food.
And it was because I did not have
water and nap. If you start with that and sleep, and if it's not any of those, because sometimes it's simply that. Like, we look at babies and they cry and they holler because they sleepy. We might not be crying, but it comes out in another way when they're hungry or whatever. Like,
I yelled at Larry at a restaurant one day. I didn't understand what he was saying one time, and I was like, I don't know. Whatever it was, I knew the information.
In front of his
but
mom.
he said he was like, this and this, and I was like, I could not hear you. Like, neck, all of this and that, and it was like everybody at the table was just like,
what is wrong with
her?
And
like, he ain't say nothing to me then. I'm happy because like I'm just happy, but like later, but I did not have a nap. I didn't have a nap, and I think I was a mother at this time too. But I did not have a nap, and I was tired. This is definitely before anxiety medicine, but even still, and like later on the night, we came back to the house. I went to sleep, and I was a different person. I tried to apologize to him, and he was like, "Get out of my face!"
Oh my God!
And I was like, "Touche," but yes,
you're like, "I get it."
Yes,
I get it.
I was like, "Okay." I said, I'm really sorry. I was a different person. I did not apologize to my mother-in-law. I was like, I didn't have a nap. I'm really sorry. I did not have a nap, and this, and that. And she was like, okay. But yeah, Larry was like, I was trying to kiss him. He was just like, talk to the hand, like literally like, boom, move. And I was like, you know what?
I respect your boundaries.
That's fine.
I respect your boundaries.
But I really am sorry.
Sometimes, especially like it's you and you know, you the one who cut up. You just gotta respect that person's boundaries. If they need some time or space, you gotta get them that, you know, and just, you know, you just be ready for when they are. You just hold space.
Right.
You know, in the same way you would hope people will respect your boundaries when you need a minute.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing I don't like if somebody cut up on me or something, and then they want to kind of force an apology, like force forgiveness. Yeah. I guess don't
like
do
I'm
that.
apologizing to you. Be
don't
nice
do
to
that.
me.
Like, you're getting on my nerves right now. Like, this is not a good time. I'm still mad. Like, just
so I give my friends space. So I be like, okay, so I'm just gonna let you know. I messed up. I'm sorry. Holla at me when you cool. You know, like, because I know you got a deal.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know, I know I messed up, and I'm truly sorry.
And I'm sorry for that. I was wrong.
So just hit me up when you're ready to go brunch again, and you can fuss at me and everything. I'll be ready and waiting for you to fuss at me and let me know how you feel, and then we can drink.
Because letting,
brunch
like,
and whatnot.
accepting an apology doesn't mean not telling somebody how you feel or how their actions or words impacted you. You still do that. But in the same way, you be ready to apologize when it's your turn and it's your fault.
Yeah.
We can't wrap it up.
Okay,
Yes,
so
Yeah, so make sure you follow us on Facebook, TikTok, as well as YouTube. You can catch the video. If you listen to this, you can see I'm sleepy because I'm elderly, and you can see it in my face.
I'm about to be up for the night.
You can also hear it. Really, she's wow. Oh, also happy Halloween! It's the first day of Halloween. I'm super excited about it. Like, 'tis the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, follow us on all of those platforms. A Daydreamers Podcast. You can, if you're listening to us, you already listen to us, so you know where you can find us. And
But
you know what?
Other people that's just finding out about us.
Let's do a fun thing. Share with a friend. Hit the share button. You know, if you're on TikTok, hit the repost button. You're on Facebook, hit the share button. You're on YouTube, send the link.
Shout out to my cousin Maya, because she stays commenting and sharing and posting.
Leave a comment, ask a question at daydreamerspodcast@gmail.com. Comments, questions, all of that jazz. You can also leave comments on TikTok if you want to. That's totally fine. You can also inbox on TikTok or Instagram. That's also fine. Zippy Loves Ragnar
On TikTok, yeah.
KHD Studios with an S on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Love Erin and AD everywhere else.
That's right. That's right.
KHDstudios.com.
I am very sleepy. Y'all, it's 10:34. What happened to me? Who am I?
Somebody, Zipporah's auntie.
I'm ashamed.
Zipporah in there sleep. I don't hear
I
her
can't even
trouble.
talk right. You hear that? Like,
Yeah.
I can't even. Let me call this
It's
man
been a
back.
day.
All right.
Bye.
Love you, bye. It's been great. Thank you so much for listening. I can push this button because I know how to do things. I'm an engineer now. Oh, I'm sorry, Erin. What are your last words?
My last words is, I think it's really fucked up that the fair gates opened up at 1:00 p.m. when me and Keisha was out there like somebody's mama's at 11 o'clock for the fair, first in line, and we thought the thing opened up at noon. It really opened up at 1, so we ended up at the zoo. And also,
I should have asked you to give me a funnel cake. They had funnel cakes at the Celtic
baby,
Festival.
let me tell you.
And I did not get one. I
we
regret.
was at the fair last night. We did rides last night for Zipporah. Larry and Zipporah were all in the kids' rides. My husband is 6 feet. He's been an athlete his entire life. The knees was killing him. But he was out there with his baby girl.
Aww.
I got all the video, and we ate all the funnel cakes. And he spent $30 on a cheap-ass dolphin.
Bad.
For her. He won her a cheap-ass dolphin, spending $20-$30.
Zipporah says it's a shark. She says it's a shark.
It's a dolphin. She said shark.
It's cute.
But yeah, but anyway, we ended up at the zoo. My other last words. He ain't have to do Tony like that. He didn't.
I'm done. And I guess my last words is, they've been eating people, so don't be surprised. Look it up. I swear. And I'm not speaking for an entire thing of an entirety. Y'all know better than that. But some of them people been eating people. It's documented. Okay. All right. Good night.